The man said, "Let me go, for it is daybreak." But Jacob replied, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." And the man asked him, "What is your name?" What is your name? You have wrestled with me all night. You have refused to let me go until you have been blessed. Now, tell me, you whose name means usurper, you whose name means thief, you whose name means grabs by the heel or takes what isn't his, you who have cheated and stolen your own brother twice and skated through life taking advantage of others, but here in this moment you have refused to let me go. You have wrestled with God until you are blessed. So tell me, after all of this, tell me, what is your name? "Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore, Romeo, deny thy father and refuse thy name? Or, if thou wilt not but sworn my love, I'll no longer be a Capulet." Shall I hear more? Or shall I speak of this? "'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art myself, though not a Montague." "What's Montague?" "It's neither hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man." "Oh, be some other name." "What's in a name?" "That which we call a rose by any other name would smell and sweet." So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. "Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of me, take all of myself." "I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I will never be Romeo." "Would that which we call a rose by any other name smell such as sweet?" Well, perhaps if we call it a skunkweed, even the smell might strike us differently. Names mean something. Names mean something. What we call something, what we refer to something, what we receive as a name to ourselves. It says something about how we see ourselves, how we understand ourselves, how we value ourselves, what we think our skills and abilities are, what we think our family history happens to be, where we come from, and where we will go. And we've heard now for generations that what we tell kids about themselves, they internalize, right? "Oh, you're dumb, or you're stupid, you're never going to amount to anything." And kids hear that, and kids understand that, and it builds up inside of them, and they begin to doubt. Well, this person that I value, this person whose opinion I respect, this person who is fundamental to my understanding of life, they have given me these names. So it must mean something. It must mean something. Whether I like it or not, it must mean something. But then, maybe it's the people that I value. Maybe it's the people that I respect. Maybe it's the people who are fundamental to my perspective on life. And they tell me, not you're a special snowflake and everything that you do is perfect. But you're good and you're worthwhile. You can do this. You can fight. You can struggle. I believe in you. I trust in you. I love you. Okay, you made a mistake. Pick yourself up. I love you. And I will always be by your side. You can do this and I will do this with you. What changes within the life of a child when those whom they respect, those whom they care for, those whom they see as fundamental to their perspective on life, give them names of hope, give them names of strength, give them names of love and of life. And what a difference it can make when the names that you retain for yourselves are ones of hope. and life. Though, that's not always the case, and maybe you've got a name rattling around in your head somewhere, or somewhere in your heart, or somewhere from your past. I've got a few. Names we were called, names we placed upon ourselves, names that seemed to identify who we were at some point, even though that's not who I want to be now. Is that name my future then? Is that name my destiny? Is that name all I have? Am I my name, or is there more to me? I mean, yeah, there's more to us, but names, they make a difference. And names, they matter. Parents name you Troy, odds are you're going to be a quarterback. If they name you Bubba, I'm sorry, but the offensive line is waiting for you. I mean, it's just one of those things, right? That names make a difference. And we understand this in some sort of way, even now and even still. And that little dialogue between Romeo and Juliet, I think, points us to being reminded what was really separating them but their names, their families, but even that, it was more than just a word. Their names and their families, it meant their history, it means where they came from, it means where they are going, and it wasn't just something as simple as saying, I'll no longer be a Montague or a Capulet. You know, that story doesn't end well. There's your little education students. I'm not sure they teach Shakespeare anymore. That play does not end well, not for Romeo and Juliet. Names changed or not. So names mean something. And I love this passage. I mean, I liked last week's too. You heard, I kind of had to preach on Jacob and Rachel. And I feel like I have to preach on this one too. Because this one means not only so much to me, I think this is the passage it should mean so much to all of us. And as we stand on the cusp of a brand new school year, we're talking about blessing children, blessing teachers, blessing parents. I think this concept of the name, of naming things, of identifying them through that name, I think this works and this fits for how we want this year to start. So, let's remind ourselves of the context. This is well past what we heard last week where Jacob was cheated out of the wife that he wanted. He got the wife he didn't want. He had to work 7 more years for the wife he did want. And on and on and on and on. Okay, so this family's now grown. A couple of wives, a bunch of kids. And it's time to leave where they were with his kinsman Laban. And it's time to go back home. But to go back home, he will have to cross the territory of his brother Esau. And Esau, he has cheated out of the most precious things he can cheat a brother out of. And he's done it twice. So while they were children, Jacob, again, whose name means usurper or grasps by the foot or thief or supplanter or taking what doesn't belong to him, because as Esau was being born, there was Jacob grabbing onto his foot as they came out of the womb. Like this little metaphor of how their life as brothers were going to go. And so, in these two times, you have the one moment where Esau has worked himself almost to death in the field, and Jacob's got some food. And Jacob says, oh, sure, I'll give you food. I don't want to see my brother starve. I mean, that'd be terrible. I've got plenty. Here, I will nourish you so you will live and not die. And all it's going to cost is your birthright. So Esau gives away his birthright as the eldest son to Jacob, usurper, supplanter, grabs by the heel, takes what isn't his, thief. He takes a birthright. Like in this culture, this is huge. He basically becomes the eldest son for, as the phrase goes, a mess of pottage. That's where it comes from. Pottage being this rather simple meal, and Esau sells something precious and irreplaceable, his own future. As the patriarch of this family, he sells it for a meal. Now granted, Esau was starving and he was dying, but Jacob totally and completely took advantage of him. And then later on, as their father Jacob was dying, we have this whole wonderful scene where old, frail, blind Jacob is like, sons, it's time to give my final blessing as a father. And, he can't see and he can barely hear. And so Rachel, who really likes her own son, who values him over her other son, says, I've got this plan. You're gonna go in and you're gonna pretend to be your brother, and you are going to take your father's final blessing. We've done this story before where Esau, he's real hairy and he works out in the field, and so he smells like animals. And so they put animal hair all over him and they make him smell real bad. And poor blind old no son, you're real hairy and you smell bad. You must be Esau. And it's Jacob. And so he tricks his own dad, his dying father. I need some disapproving. That's really bad. And he receives the blessing that was intended for Esau. And then Esau comes in. Hey, Dad, I'm ready for that final blessing. Oh, no! And so, Esau does not receive this special blessing that was intended for him, but he gets kind of a backup emergency spare blessing, which is not that great. And it kind of says, well, your brother's always going to be better than you, and you're always going to be his servant. And so Esau is super angry, and he gets sent out. But he's a big dude. He's very impressive, and he works very hard, and he has basically built a family, a nation, a people with himself. And now Jacob, he is older, he is wiser. He has now been on the receiving end of people being sneaky, of people trying to pull a fast one on him. That whole thing about, which daughter am I going to marry? And I'll work 7 years, and oops, that was the wrong one. Well, how's that taste, buddy? So he has received his own medicine, and he seems to be an older, wiser, repentant kind of fellow. But remember what he was. Can you ever escape that? Can you ever escape who you were, what you did? Those things that I did as a kid, those things growing up when I was younger, those things that I regret now, but I cannot take back. There is no rewind button in life. There is no way to take those words back. There is no way to go back in time and turn left instead of right. I have done these things to people, or I have failed to do what I should have done, let them down, or stolen, or cheated, or whatever it is. Is that my name forever? Is that my future? Is that my destiny? So Jacob, who's done what he can to leave that past behind, now has to go back home. He has to cross the territory of his brother, and he gets word Esau's coming. And he's got men with him. And he's terrified. He knows that the bill has come due. So he wrestles all night. He meets this man. He is an angel of the Lord, but he does not know that. And he wrestles all night long with every ounce of strength. There is a purity to the sport of wrestling. There are no balls. There's no equipment. It's just physical effort versus physical effort. And while there's technique and knowledge, at the end of the day, it's everything I have versus everything that you have, and who will be victorious. And Jacob just won't let go. Let go, let go, let go, let go. And he won't let go. All night long, he holds on, and he refuses to let go until he is blessed. And finally it happens, the blessing is about to occur. Okay, I'll bless you. But first, tell me your name. What is your name? And it's a name he's not proud of, remember? It's a name that connects him to all the rotten things he's done. To all of the ways that he has cheated. All the ways that he's stolen. Of him being a sneak and a creep and a jerk. And I'm about to face my brother. The bill has come due. The piper is to be paid. I am in desperate fear, frankly, for my life. And now at the end, I am asked a question about my past, about my present, about my future, because I now have to reveal my identity and my name. My name, I'm ashamed of my name. And in this beautiful way, it harkens back to the question of his own father. His own father who had some doubts, because even though he was hairy and he smelled bad, he didn't sound like his son Esau. So he says, tell me your name. And Jacob, even at the last second, had the chance to do the right thing. Even at the last moment could have said, you know what, this is really pretty nuts. I mean, I've already stolen his birthright, and I'm going to steal his blessing. My father is dying. What kind of guy, when given an exit door right again, says, you know what, Dad, I can't do this. I'm sorry, it's Jacob. Please bless Esau. I want to be reconciled. I want to... Nope, not him. What is your name? Oh, it's Esau. I wrestled all night long, and I fear for my life because of me. More lies, more cheats. Just the God's honest truth. My name is Jacob. I'm Jacob. All my life I have been Jacob. And I guess that's all I ever will be. And the angel of the Lord says, your name will no longer be Jacob. You've been Jacob long enough. I will bless you, but by a new name. Your name will no longer be supplanter, usurper, grasp by the heel, thief, cheat, stealer. It will no longer be a name of the man who took a birthright, of a man who stole a blessing, of a man who has been a cheater and a thief and a scoundrel most of his life. It will be a new name. It will be the name of the man who stayed with me, who held me, who refused to let go, and with every ounce of strength would not release until he was blessed. Your name is now Israel. Israel struggles with God. You are Israel. And I mean, it might not be the nicest name I've ever heard. Struggles with God. I mean, it does seem a little ominous. But it's a heck of a lot better than supplanter and usurper and thief and stealer and cheater and all that other sort of stuff. He refuses to let go of God, and God says, you have a new identity. You have a new future. For you have a new name. No longer held by the rotten stuff you've done, but now open to you through the blessings of God, because you didn't quit, because you didn't give up, because you didn't let go. You wrestled and wrestled and wrestled. I will not let you go until you bless me, and now I bless you. Your name and your future is different now and forever. You are no longer Jacob. You are Israel. Whatever name our kids are going into this school year, whatever name our teachers have absorbed, whatever names our families, even our parish might carry, to wrestle with God, to do so in prayer, to not give up, to not quit, not say, oh God, you know, I really need this thing and thank you, see you later. But to be willing to stay and to wrestle, to struggle and to grasp. And Lord, I will seek your face. I will kneel before your throne, and I will knock on that door again and again and again, and I will not let you go unless you bless me. I bring the most meager of gifts. I'm like the little boy who brought his lunch. It's a little bit of bread. It's a couple of fish. But through even that most meager of gifts, God is able to do the supernatural and feed thousands. I bring so little to you, Lord, but I will not let you go unless you bless me. And our past don't have to be our future. What we've done does not have to be our destiny. New hope, new life, new love, new chance, new name in a brand new year. Kids, if you've had names from your earlier years, it doesn't have to be your name this coming year. You want to do something different, you want to be someone different, and you want to have a new identity and a new future. This is a brand new year and a brand new start, like a fresh, clean page. Draw something beautiful on it. Teachers, parents, our whole parish, same thing. It's never too late, it's never too long, and it's never too far. Wrestle with the Lord and refuse to let go. And what we assume is our fate never has to be. What we offer to Him with modesty and meagerness, what looks so small and unimportant, through the grace of God, can be supernaturally powerful and can nourish and feed more than we can number or count. A new name, a new hope, a new destiny, a new chance, for it is a brand new year. God's given us a brand new year. Beautiful, clean. And so with pencils and crayons and pens and markers and highlighters and all of the tools now at our disposal, in thanksgiving to God and in His gracious freedom, let us make something truly beautiful and truly amazing. To bring forth even modest gifts and know that through His supernatural power, amazing things can and will happen. For our name doesn't come from our past. It comes from our Lord. And our future is in His hands. May it start today, beautiful and familiar.